if anything happens there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think what I'm going to do here in a minute, I will explain what's going on. Once I get YouTube started, I will do an explanation, and then maybe I will upload this. All right, so I'm going to go to YouTube really quick. All right, I'm going to start this. Once I get YouTube started, I will do an explanation, and I'm going to leave the live chat on. All right, if by chance you're listening to me via YouTube, if you can let me know that you're listening, how you're listening, and did you receive a notification that I was going live? That would be very helpful. All right, but here's what's going on, all right? So let me pull up my email. I'm going to pull up my email. So I have been trying to do a live broadcast. So here's what's going on. Let me do this. I'm going to do this correctly, and I am going to upload this. All right, so here's the deal. All right. So we'll get everything set up, and we'll do, I guess, an official introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. It is Friday, May the 15th, 2026. It is currently 4:29 p.m. Central Time, and I'm coming to you live from the Theology Central studio, located right here in Abilene, Texas. Now, I have been sitting here trying to go live really throughout the entire day. I mean, over and over and over and over. And it's done weird things, like I'll try to go live and I just sit there and spin, saying pending, 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 pending. And then when I hit stop, then it will actually show me that we're alive. And if I go to the Sermon Audio app or the Sermon Audio website, it would show that I'm live when I'm not currently live. I'm alive, all right? Yeah, it would show that I'm live, and I'm like, no, I've closed the OBS software. The microphone is turned off. I'm not live, but it would still now saying that I'm live when I'm not live. But when I was trying to be live, it just kept telling me that I was pending. So I'm like, I cannot get a connection established no matter what I do. I'm trying and trying and trying, and nothing could work. Then every once in a while, I could get a live stream started, but it would not send out a notification of any kind. So there was no notifications going out either with the Church One app, and anytime I was connecting to YouTube, I don't think even a notification was being sent out via YouTube. Basically, whatever I was doing was not working. And then a couple of times I would try to go to the Sermon Audio web page, and it would tell me that the entire web page was down. Now, what was frustrating is while I was trying and trying, other broadcasters were broadcasting. So I'm like, what gives? Why can't I get a live connection established? But I did notice something, that even with those other live broadcasters, there was no analytics. It wasn't telling me there was 2 people listening, 5, 15, 20. So I already knew there was something going on. Finally, I emailed Sermon Audio. I received at least one reply that said, now, I told them I wasn't able to get a connection. They did not, they ignored that in their response. They simply told me our service provider had a fiber cut and we have been forced to move things around to compensate. Unfortunately, the notifications were affected. If you need further assistance, let us know. Well, I needed further assistance because you still didn't tell me why I can't get a live broadcast established, all right? So I think I sent another email, and then they said they have not given us a time yet, but they're working on it. So I responded with the first email, hey, what about the live webcast? So when they still have not responded to it. So when they respond, they just tell me there's not a time frame for the notifications, but they still don't mention why I can't get a live broadcast established. So I emailed again. Finally, I got an email back saying, you may just need to wait longer. I was able to connect, but it took over 3 minutes to complete. I'm like, okay, on one hand, all right, I do understand I need to wait longer, but That still doesn't explain why I've been trying all day, in many cases waiting for a long period of time, and can't get anything established. So I never really got great answers other than they have a fiber wire cut somewhere by their, I guess, internet provider. So that's causing problems. I do understand that, but I still like, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? So then I thought, well, if I can get a live feed established, well, then instead of doing like an actual program, maybe I just go live and, I don't know, do 2-3 hours just talking about anything, doing anything, just kind of like a free for all, but at least I would get something, and then record it and then upload it. But even if I upload it, no one's going to get a notification on the Church One app. Then again, the whole thing is just very like, so what do I do? What do I do? And I've been spending more time walking around trying to figure out, do I just give up? But on the other hand, I feel like I've got to do something. So I'm doing these tests, trying to figure out, okay, is the notifications working yet? Can I actually get a connection established? And it looks like if I wait about 4 minutes, finally it will connect. Now over on the YouTube side, if I can speak correctly, it does not appear, hang on. And then maybe I will upload this. And it appears on the YouTube side, no notification is being sent out. So if no notifications are being sent out, again, then I could sit here and go live and be live for 4 hours. What am I going to accomplish? I don't even know if anyone's listening to me on Sermon Audio, because on Sermon Audio, and let me go back to the dashboard, the analytics aren't working. So I can't even tell if it says 0. Well, I know there's got to be more than 0 because I've clicked on the YouTube link twice. If I go to the Sermon Audio link, if I go over here, well, now it's telling me we're offline. Oh my goodness gracious. So it's telling me we're offline. But here, so under the dashboard, it's telling me we're live. Hang on, let me go back over to the Sermon Audio site. Go back to webcast. Okay, no, here we are. Okay, now it's showing me that we're live. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. All right. So the analytics aren't working. So here's basically the situation. I could stop this webcast, give it 5 or 10 minutes, come back, start a connection, wait 5 minutes, and then start just some random broadcast where we just talk about anything and everything. And I would be doing that with no idea if anybody's even listening, because the analytics aren't going to show me that anybody is listening, and I know no notifications are going to be sent out. So that to me sounds like not a great idea. So the current situation as of Friday, May the 15th at 4:35 p.m. is I can establish a connection, but no notifications are being sent out. Doesn't appear they're being sent out via Church One or YouTube. Second, even if I go live and a notification is not sent out, even if someone was to start listening to me, I would know it because the analytics aren't working. So I would still be sitting here, in a sense, flying blind, not knowing what's going on. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I have a feeling I'm just going to forget it today and not get an episode done, which I desperately feel like I need to, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's been very frustrating. And I try not to be negative. But it can be very frustrating, again, when you're paying $60 a month and an entire day of broadcasting is just going to be thrown away. And it's not like I'm going to get anything back, right? So I'm still going to cost me $60 for the month, even though I'm losing an entire day of broadcasting. So it's always a little frustrating from at least my vantage point. Here's my I've got to pay the money, but then the service is not doing what I need it to do. I try to be understanding, but it can be very frustrating from that standpoint. But I don't think there's any way I mean, of what value is it to go live and nobody gets a notification? And number two, you don't even know if anyone's even actually listening to you. I mean, I guess I could sit here and say, if you're hearing me right now, send an email and give the email address. I guess I could do that. And then after, I don't know, 30 minutes of doing that, go, okay, we have 5 people listening. Now let's start the program. I mean, that's ridiculous. Over on the YouTube side, yeah. Well, hang on, the YouTube side. Let me go here. And give the email address. I guess I could do that. Yeah, YouTube still shows a 0. And I'm assuming because no one's getting a notification. So, you see, without the notification, the whole thing is, yeah. So that's kind of where we are, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I had better news. I wish I could tell you something, but yeah. We don't have anything. So I'm just going to, hang on, I'm going to look here. Yeah. And yeah, I guess what I'll do is I'll take this test, I'll upload it just so that people have a clue what's going on. And I'll try to bring you content at some point. The fact that Sermon Audio can't even tell me, that didn't even have an estimate. Oh, it could be 24 hours. It could be 3 days. It could be 5 weeks. I mean, they didn't even give me any kind of an estimate. I know they may not be able to give an estimate, but that just gives me with, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So, we may try to throw together some program. Here's what I would challenge you to do. If you have the Sermon Audio app, just pay attention to the webcast tab. You may see me live at some point. You may not. If you follow us on YouTube, just keep the YouTube channel open for Theology Central, and hopefully you'll see a live feed pop up. I have no answers. I don't know what to do, and that's kind of where we are on this Friday, May the 15th, 2026. And I'm just looking YouTube one more time. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, so... yeah, I wish I had some kind of insight, answer, estimate. Don't know what to do. That's the thing. So much of broadcasting, so much you're dependent upon other platforms. I'm dependent upon YouTube. I'm dependent upon Sermon Audio. I'm dependent upon other podcasting apps. And especially with Sermon Audio and YouTube, I'm absolutely dependent upon the notification system for the Church One app and for YouTube to tell people that I'm live. Not only that, I'm absolutely dependent upon them to establish a live connection. I don't have any redundancy that, we can just switch over to this platform and everyone will get a notification for that. I mean, I guess we already have a little bit of redundancy since we have YouTube and Sermon Audio, but YouTube is not sending out the notification. So you see, no matter what I do here, I'm kind of stuck. So yeah, I guess that's the end. All right. For now. So if I get any new information, I'll let you know. But that concludes, I guess, this test /update / I don't know what's going on / maybe I can come up with an idea / what a day. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And I'll keep you informed to the best of my ability. And once notifications start working, you'll probably start getting a lot of them as I do some testing, ensuring that they're working correctly. All right. Thanks for listening. Everyone have a great Friday.